Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Stephanie Liralde, the Director for Graduate Recruitment and Outreach here at the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. I want to thank all of you who are joining live today, maybe during your lunch hour. Hopefully you can get some helpful information about our graduate programs here at the university. Um, Today, what I'll be covering, mostly this is just a Q&A, so if you do have questions at any point as I'm talking through this Facebook Live session today, please feel free to ask questions in the comments box and I'll go ahead and address them as we're going through. I have a couple of points that I want to talk to you about today, but again, just please comment in the comment section and I'll see your questions. So this is really just a live Q&A and we can get to the questions that you're most interested in, especially as it pertains to graduate school here at the university. So again, what I'll be covering most importantly today that I want you to get this message is about our $2,000 graduate bonus that is available for this fall and spring 2023 year. Again, this is only an extra bonus of $2,000 for this fall and spring. So most importantly, I want to talk to you about that first so that you can take advantage and so that you don't miss out on this opportunity. And then I'll go over, as we're here live in this session, I'll talk a little bit about us here at UTRGV, about our programs, why you should choose UTRGV, how to apply, the process, the deadlines, and then other funding opportunities available to you. And again, you can ask questions at any time. This Q&A is for you. And so if you have questions, ask and I will go ahead and respond. But again, most importantly, we currently have a $2,000 graduate bonus. This grad bonus is available to all graduate students, both current students and new students. So if you're starting this fall, this bonus is for you. The way that you can get this grad bonus is by enrolling in 6 credit hours. So in order to qualify, you do need to enroll in courses 6 hours in the fall and you'll get your 1,000, and then 6 credit hours in the spring, and you can get the remaining 1,000. So again, more importantly, if you're thinking about starting graduate school, right now is the best opportunity for you to start to get the most savings here for graduate education. So again, you want to start this fall to take advantage of that. You can always start in the spring semester. However, that grad bonus is gonna be reduced to 1,000. So you'll want to make sure that if you want to take full advantage, that you start this fall, whether you're starting in an accelerated online graduate program or a traditional graduate program. All students, international students, qualify for this grad bonus. The really cool thing about this grad bonus, like I said, is all you have to do is enroll in courses. There is no application for you to get this bonus applied. So in order to get more information, let me drop the link in the chat so that way you can go see the webpage for more information. I will go ahead and add it here. But in any case, we'll add the link to the grad bonus in just a second in the chat. But as I continue through this, live Q&A, I do want to tell you a little bit about the university. If you're not familiar with UTRGV, we come from a long legacy of institutions. We have 2 great institutions here in the Rio Grande Valley, legacy institutions. So we have over 92 years of educational history here in the Rio Grande Valley. Our total enrollment here at the university is about 31,000 students. And in graduate school in particular, we have about 4,800 or so. And this is a mix between our online grad students and our traditional on-campus students. And here at UTRGV, we are accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges, SAC-COC. So we are an accredited institution, and a lot of our graduate programs have their own program-specific accreditations as well. So it looks like we have our first question here in the chat, and Maria, hi, how are you doing? She's asking, hello, is it too late to apply for FAFSA? Not late at all. You can always apply for your FAFSA in order to qualify for financial aid. That is one of our funding options here at the university, in addition to the grad bonus, which doesn't require the FAFSA application on file or any application. However, if you're wanting to get financial aid in the form of grants or loans, you can apply using the FAFSA application, just like you did in undergrad. So you'll use the same application. You'll need to log in with your same PIN number and whatnot, and create your application on file so that you can get financial aid. So it's never too late. Please apply now, so that you can see what financial aid you can qualify for. And again, the link to the grad bonus that I was just talking about is in the chat, so that way you can see more information about this particular bonus if you'd like. So as I continue through, I do want to let you know, here at UTRGV, we have over 61 master's degrees. We have 10 doctoral degrees, and over 40 different certificate programs. So we have a variety of options for you to choose from within our different colleges and schools. We do have education programs, we have business programs, engineering, we have social work, we have nursing, and liberal arts programs. So we have a variety for you to choose from. And if you visit our website at utrgv.edu/grad programs, you can actually see all the grad programs that we have available at the university. It'll tell you if they are available online. It'll tell you if they're available in a traditional on-campus format, or if they're available accelerated online. So again, the URL is utrgv.edu/grad programs. Takes you to our website, where it lists all of these programs that I was just mentioning to you. Some of our most sought out programs here at the university are our Masters in Public Administration. We have a Master's in Business Administration, MBA. We have our Business Analytics program, our Masters of Science in Health Science. These are some of the programs that are very, very popular amongst a lot of our prospective students. However, I hope that you do choose UTRGV as your place of higher education to get your graduate degree, because we do rank the best. While UTRGV was established in 2015, we have been very quick to get some national rankings here at the university. So it's a lot of program-specific rankings as well. We are actually number 3 best college in America for value among Texas schools, and this is through money.com. It's a very affordable institution here at UTRGV. So not only is it great because we have these wonderful incentives like the $2,000 grad bonus, but we also have a very affordable tuition and fees here at the university, even when it comes to graduate education as well. We are also number 6 best online college in Texas by onlinecolleges.com. So we have, like I mentioned, a lot of our grad programs are available online, accelerated online, and we are ranked number 6 best online college in Texas. When it comes to program-specific rankings, for example, we are ranked number 1 best masters in math education by intelligent.com. All of these rankings that I'm listing out right now are through intelligent.com, and this really pertains to our curriculum and instruction program. So for you teachers out there, we do rank number 1 best masters in math education. We are also number 2 best masters in health sciences. We do have a master's of science in health science with various different concentrations available, such as clinical laboratory studies, healthcare administration. We are also number 2 best masters in science education, and number 2 best masters in sports medicine. And the list goes on and on. We have a lot of rankings within our different master's programs, and then a lot of rankings dealing with affordability as well, because we definitely are an affordable institution and offer lots of financial incentives for our graduate students. Let's see here. We have some more questions coming in. If I graduate, by Fabian. Hi, Fabian. If I graduate in December, can I still take grad classes in the spring to utilize that grant, or would I need to be accepted into a program to stay? Okay, so if you graduate, Fabian, in here in December, You can take classes. You can start a graduate program in the spring if it's available. Most of our programs you can apply for, whether you want to start fall, spring, summer 1 or summer 2. There are some competitive graduate programs where you cannot start in the spring. So Fabian, it just really depends which program you're talking or you're interested in. But yes, if you're graduating this December, I encourage you can actually start your application now. That way, once you're done in December, you can transition into the spring just smoothly into one of our graduate programs. But it just really depends on which program, Fabian. Okay, so in terms of our programs, like I said, we have a wide variety, and in terms of the programs, they are all also offered in various modalities. So, for example, we do have your traditional on-campus or online programs, and when I mean traditional, it means your traditional 16-week semester programs. So, for example, if you're starting this fall, you'd be going to school from August to December, or if you're coming in the spring, it's from January through May. So these are your traditional, just like you went through undergrad in your traditional semesters. Most of our master's programs are 36 credit hours. There are a few, like the counseling, the school psychology, who they're 63 credit hours, 69, but most of our master's degrees are 36 credit hours, and you can complete them if you're going full time in approximately 2 years. That is usually how long it'll take for most of our master's programs that are traditional 36 credit hour programs. In terms of our doctoral, if you're interested in our doctoral programs, those tend to be 63, 69 credit hours, but the completion time does vary because it just depends on how long it takes you for your dissertation and such. So the completion time does vary on those. And then in terms of other options of modality, we also have accelerated online programs. These are probably our most popular right now. The accelerated online programs, they are built in 7-week modules. So unlike the traditional 16-week semester, accelerated online programs are in 7-week semesters. So if you take 2 classes every 7 weeks, you can actually finish one of our traditional 36 credit hour programs in as little as a year. There are some 30 credit hour master's programs like special education or our educational leadership program that you can actually finish those in 10 months. So it's pretty much an accelerated format so that you can complete in a timely manner. And these accelerated online programs, the semesters are called modules. So every module, there's 6 modules a year and they're 7 weeks long. So for example, if you started this fall, you could start fall module 1 and then continue to fall module 2 and then continue in spring mod 1 and spring mod 2 and then again through summer mod 1 and summer mod 2. So there is 6 modules a year and it allows you to complete in as quick as a year for most of the programs. These accelerated online programs are asynchronous, fully online, so you never have to step a foot on campus. They utilize Blackboard to log into your classes. You'll get your syllabus at the beginning of the semester, and it'll tell you everything that you need to get done, deadlines, discussion boards, exams, everything, group projects. All of it is done asynchronously and fully online for these accelerated online programs. And so they're meant for full-time working professionals. We see that all the time, or people with families. These are very, very convenient for those who are working full-time, because you can pretty much log in whenever you're done with work and start your schoolwork after that point, or whenever you're done with any of your responsibilities. So these are really, really convenient to finish quickly and to do it at your own, whenever you're available to go in and log into your course. So in regards to the application process, just to talk a little bit about that, how to apply. Everyone, despite which program you're interested in, will start at utrgv.edu/grad apply. That is where you start your application. So again, if you're interested in applying for this fall and haven't started your application, you should do so at utrgv.edu/grad apply. It's an online application, and it's And actually, I forgot to mention this. Most of our programs have a $0 application fee, so it doesn't cost you a thing to apply for most of our programs. There's a handful of professional programs that do have a fee, but for the most part, most of our programs do not. So if you're still thinking, you're on the fence, you're not exactly sure you want to start, I encourage you to do so. Start your application because again, it doesn't cost you a thing to apply. Um, Everybody, despite which program you're applying into, you will also need to submit official transcripts. Official transcripts need to be sent directly from the institutions that you attended to UTRGV. So again, you need to get if you went to multiple institutions or universities, you do need to get all of those official transcripts to be sent to UTRGV directly. You can send them electronically to gradapps@utrgv.edu, or you can send them through mail. Just depends how your institution sends those transcripts over. The other thing to note is that if you are a UTRGV alumni or an alumni of any of our legacy institutions, such as UT Pan American, UT Brownsville, TSC, we will have those transcripts on file and can add them to your application as soon as you submit your application. So again, if you are an alumni of the university, we will get those transcripts. You don't have to worry about going to the registrar's office to get them. We can apply them to your application once you submit. Some of the common admission requirements, all of our graduate programs, the 61 different master's, doctoral, they all have different admission requirements. So you will need to visit our website. Again, and it's listed in the comments. We dropped it in there. It's utrgv.edu/grad programs. Go select your program and see what admission requirements are required of that program. Transcripts, like I mentioned, are required of everyone. The other common application materials are letters of recommendation. So you'll want to get started on this quickly. Some programs require 3 letters of recommendation, others require 2, and some specifically have a reference form like our social work program. So you'll want to visit our website, select the program that you're interested in to see what admission requirements are required. Another common application requirement is a personal statement or letter of intent. This is the opportunity for you to tell the program why you're interested in their program, what career goals you have, and how this program is going to help you reach those career goals. Most generally, it's an essay. You can put it in a Word document and upload it directly to your application once you're applying. So again, a personal statement or a letter of intent is typically required of most of our programs. Some programs do specifically say what questions they want you to answer, but most generally it's how this program is going to help you get to your career goals and why you'd be a great fit for our program. So you'll want to get started on that as well and just simply upload it to your application once completed. Another common admission requirement is a resume. And so your resume is typical. You can do a resume or a CV. You list out all of your work experience. If you don't have work experience, you'll want to make sure that you add your educational experience, or if you did research as an undergraduate student, you'll want to indicate that research on there as well. And the last requirement that's typical of some of our programs is the GRE or Gmat entrance exam. Again, the GRE or Gmat is not required of all of our programs. So again, you need to visit our website to see if that program requires a GRE or Gmat. But if your program does require it, for the example, for the GRE, you'll need to take that exam within plenty of time so that you can get those scores in to the institution because they need to be sent directly to UTRGV. So if you're planning to take the GRE for your program, you'll need to visit ets.org/GRE. That is where you'll sign up. The GRE cost for that exam is $205. If you're looking for a reduction or a waiver in that cost, you have to do it through the ETS portal. So that is where you'll go to take the GRE exam. Or if you have to take the GMAT exam, you'll go to mba.com. That's where you'll register. There's various testing locations across the world, or you can choose to take it from home if they have that option available to you as well. So again, take that exam as soon as possible. Some programs do state minimum test score requirements, others don't. And so you'll want to review that information on our website. In terms of deadlines, when you need to start getting all your application in, if you're wanting to start this fall into a traditional program, most of our programs, the priority deadline was this week on August 5th, sorry. However, it is a priority application deadline. So we are still accepting applications if you want to apply for this fall for most of our programs. There are a handful of programs that are competitive that have an earlier admission deadline for fall, but you can find that information on our site for those program-specific deadlines. However, most generally, most of our programs who accept applications on a rolling basis, right now is the time for you to apply and try to get that in before first class day. And for the fall module 1, if you're starting an accelerated online program, it's fall module 1, that deadline is August 17th. So you have until next Wednesday to get your application in and all the materials in so that you can be considered to start this fall module 1. So make sure, if you are interested in taking advantage of the $2,000 grad bonus that I was talking to you about earlier, you need to start your application and complete your application as soon as possible. In terms of the application process, just kind of going back onto that, the application process is all online. You do have to select, the first thing that you'll select on your application, just so you have an idea of how the process works, is the modality. So you're going to select if you're interested in an accelerated program or a traditional on campus, and then it'll list out all the programs available to apply for that semester. So that's just kind of what the process looks like, so you're familiar. Because we have an online application system, it's very convenient. You can actually log in at any moment to see the status of your application as it goes through the entire process. So your application status will change as you complete your application and as it becomes reviewed. So just for your information, whenever you're working on your application, your status will be in progress. As soon as you click submit on that application, your status will change to applied. And that means applied means that your application is in queue to be reviewed by one of our admission specialists. Once it's reviewed by one of our admission specialists, it will then go to one of two statuses, whether you're going to applied materials incomplete, which indicates to you that you're missing something from your application, or it'll go to applied under review by program, which means now your application is complete and it's been sent to the program so that their admissions committee and graduate program coordinator can review your application and make a recommendation. Once they make a recommendation on your application, they'll send it back to our admissions specialist, who will then post the decision on your application portal. So you'll be able to get your decision directly on your application portal as soon as it is recommended. So for the most part, you can print your admission letter directly from there, all in this convenient application portal. So it doesn't take long to go through the application. It's asking for biographical information, educational experience. You'll upload those admission requirements and then submit your application. So there is still time to apply for this fall if you're interested, for the most part. Some of our international deadlines have already passed. So if you're interested in knowing about your program in particular, make sure to reach out to me, and I'll go ahead and put my email up here in just a second in the comments section so that you can reach out to me individually. When it comes to cost of attendance here at the university, most generally on average, most of our 36 credit hour programs are around $15,000. Each of our accelerated online programs have a flat rate, so you're only paying whether you're in-state or out of state or international, you're paying the same fee for the accelerated online programs. If you're coming to a traditional on-campus, there is in-state resident fees, and then there's non-resident international fees. So they vary. You can see those estimated costs on our website as well. So when it comes to funding, I already mentioned the $2,000 grad bonus, but I also want to let you know that there's other funding options available to you. There is also financial aid. I know somebody asked a question a little earlier about financial aid. You can apply to financial aid in graduate school as well. You fill out the FAFSA application, and you can see what you're eligible for when it comes to grants or loans. You can also apply to departmental scholarships using the general UTRGV scholarship application, and you'll visit utrgv.edu/apply scholarships. This will allow you to see all the scholarships available across campus. Specifically, if there's anything available in your particular department. I know we had, for example, a College of Business specific scholarship just recently. So I encourage you to visit that general scholarship application as well to see if there's anything available within your department. In addition, we also have a grad scholarship, a graduate select scholarship. This is a $1,000 scholarship for newly admitted students. It is a competitive scholarship, so you do need to apply at the same application portal where I just mentioned, utrgv.edu/apply scholarships. This is where you will go. You'll complete that application. You need to be degree seeking, and there is an enrollment requirement as well. So you do have to be enrolled in 6 credit hours. There's going to be a couple short answer questions that you need to do, and there is a GPA criteria as well. I encourage you to apply for that graduate select scholarship. So with the bonus, which is $2,000, plus if you're awarded this graduate select scholarship, you could get up to $3,000 to start this fall, if you apply to that. So again, we have the grad select scholarship, we have the $2,000 bonus. You can apply for financial aid as well to see if there's any eligibility in that as well. We also have assistantships here in graduate school. We have graduate, research, and teaching assistantships across campus. In order to see graduate assistantships, you have to visit our careers website, careers.utrgv.edu. You can see all the grad assistantships across campus. If you're looking for a grad assistantship or a teaching or research within your department specifically, you can definitely reach out to the graduate program coordinator. And just so you understand the terminology a little bit, the graduate program coordinator is a faculty member who is in charge of this particular program. They will review your admission application. They'll be your guide throughout the entire program until you graduate. So it's really important to it's really important to try to get all of these, all this information, this funding information, and see what you can qualify for. So again, there's assistantships available as well, and you'll need to reach out to your graduate program coordinator. You can find the program coordinator information on our website as well. When you select your program, you'll see which coordinator is assigned to your particular program. And finally, you can always reach out to us in the graduate college. We do have a Grad Central line where you can call in, you can text, you can email, you can live chat on our site. You can also schedule an appointment with a recruiter. If you feel that you want to have a deeper conversation with one of our recruitment team members and figure out which program and identify which program is best for you, you can always schedule an appointment with a recruiter at utrgv.edu/meet recruiter. That is where you can schedule an appointment at your convenience with one of our recruitment team members so that they can talk to you about the programs that you're interested in, and so that they can walk you through, for example, any admission requirement questions that you may have, who your graduate program coordinator is, and how much it costs to go through that particular program. So I encourage you to reach out to one of our recruitment team members if you want to have that conversation a little more so. And so that pretty much, concludes my part in terms of talking to you a little bit about our graduate programs, the application process, the funding opportunities. So please, if you do have questions, ask them in the questions box so that I can get those answered. We do have some time here, so I do want to make sure that if you do have any questions, that they get answered. Okay, we have a question here by Melissa. Where may I apply for graduation for fall 2022? Melissa, if you are referring to the graduation application, it is available on our website so that you can get the signatures needed. And let me see if I can find it for you really quick so that I can put it in the chat. Give me 1 second. I just dropped the schedule an appointment with the recruiter link. So that way, if you'd like to make an appointment with the recruiter, you can do so. And let me get the other link for you. All right, I'm about to post it. This is where you can, okay, Melissa, yeah, I'm gonna post a link right now for the graduation information. It's right there on the link now. Just it gives you instructions on how to apply for graduation deadlines, and this is again graduation for graduate students. If you are an undergraduate student needing to apply for graduation, you'll need to do that. Call U Central, and they can give you instructions on how to register or to apply for graduation. Let's see here. And again, please keep your questions coming in. There's been some great questions so far in regards to our $2,000 grad bonus. Let's see here. All right, well, it seems like we don't have any questions, but I do want to mention again that there is still time. Our deadline to start an accelerated online program this fall, Module 1, is coming up next Wednesday on August 17th. So there is time to act now if you're just, if you'd like to apply for fall and take advantage of the $2,000 graduate bonus that is available for this fall. So it's really important that you start this fall if you do want to take advantage of this incentive, because it won't be available next year. It's only going to be, if you decide to start this spring semester, you will definitely, it'll be reduced to the 1,000 for the spring semester. So make sure that if you want to take advantage of all the incentives right now, you do so for this particular start this fall. So it's really, really important. That's why we wanted to go live and make sure that you understand that it is available for this fall and spring only, that it won't be around for next year. And there's just so many incentives for grad students. And for example, the Select Scholarship that I was just talking about, the $1,000 Select Scholarship, and this bonus, and then of course financial aid. I forgot to mention in terms of funding opportunities that I also encourage you to check with your employer. If you're currently working at a school district or a company, check with the HR department to see if there's any employee benefits available to you. That way, at any sort of educational benefits. If you are a veteran as well, you can also see if you can claim any of your veterans benefits for graduate education as well. You'll get that process started with the Veteran Service Center. And I also encourage you to look for external scholarships. Like fastweb.com has several scholarships. You can input your information and get, the criteria available to you to see which scholarships are available to you. So again, there's a lot of funding opportunities available. Right now is the time to start a graduate education if you've been thinking about it, just to take full advantage of all that. So another great question just came in by Rosaline. Do I need to apply for the graduate bonus or does it come automatically? Rosaline, you don't need to apply for the graduate bonus, but you need to make sure that you meet the eligibility criteria, which is enrolling in 6 credit hours. So as long as you're enrolled in 6 credit hours, you will be awarded your graduate bonus amount. And this is, again, it'll be 1,000 for the fall semester and another 1,000 in the spring if you continue with your 6 hours in the spring. And so for accelerated online students, also, I do want to clarify that you can enroll in 3 in fall mod 1 and 3 hours in fall mod 2, and still get the grad bonus. It doesn't have to be in one semester, like one module. You don't have to do the 6 hours in module 1 and 6 hours in module 2. You can split the hours between fall module 1 and fall 2. So great question, Rosaline. You don't have to apply. There's no formal application, but you do need to meet the eligibility requirement, which is enrolling in 6 credit hours. Again, we still have a little bit more time, so if you have questions, this is your time to ask those questions so that you can leave this Facebook Live with all your questions answered. And I do want to reiterate, we are here to help you through the entire process, from applying, from getting admitted, to registering for courses, all the way to the very end. And again, I want to in the chat here in a second, I will put our phone number. It's 1-833-887-4842, and you can call this line anytime from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 9 to 1 as well. You can text us directly if you feel like you want to text message us directly. To our line is 956-446-0116. Or you can email us at gradcentral@utrgv.edu. And so feel free to reach out to us. We're here to assist. We also have live chat on our website as well. So if you're browsing through our site and you have a quick question, feel free to chat with us as well. And again, I want to remind you about scheduling an appointment with the recruiter if you feel that you want to talk with someone a little bit more in depth about the program that you're interested in, or you're not exactly sure which direction to go. We can definitely talk you through that. And you can schedule an appointment. I already dropped the link in the comments box below. It's utrgv.edu/meet recruiter, and you can schedule an appointment based on your convenience. So again, keep those questions coming in. As a reminder, if you didn't get here at the beginning of our Facebook Live, I talked about the $2,000 grad bonus. And I want to remind you, for those who are just watching right now, that this $2,000 grad bonus is only available for this fall and spring semester. So we wanted to come to you today live to remind you that you need to start this fall if you want to take full advantage of that $2,000. Because the way it works is you enroll in 6 credit hours in the fall, you get your 1,000, and 6 credit hours in the spring, and you can get the remaining 1,000, so which equals your 2,000. And then, of course, don't forget about the $1,000 Select Scholarship. It is a competitive scholarship, so you do need to apply as soon as possible and get that application going as well. Again, let me go ahead and put the telephone number on here so that you have it. Here we go. It's our toll-free number that you can call. You can also text message. Let me type that in here as well. And then we can email us. And again, we have a variety of options available in terms of graduate education here at the university. As a reminder, we have over 61 different master's degrees that you can choose from. And we have 10 doctoral programs and certificate programs. I didn't really talk about certificate programs at the beginning of of this Facebook Live session. However, we do have plenty of graduate certificate programs available. Graduate certificate programs are typically 12 credit hours, 15 credit hour programs. Some are 9 credit hours. This is graduate level coursework that you can take to kind of add that extra certificate to your resume. Or if you're in a master's program and you want that extra credential, you can add on a graduate certificate program to your program. And so, or if you're thinking you're not exactly sure if a master's degree is for you, you can start off with a certificate program. And some of those courses can transition into a master's program. For example, our e-learning program, some of those courses can go into our educational technology master's program. We have also a traditional informatics program, and you can actually put the cybersecurity certificate, some of those courses into your master's as well. So if you want, you can also use those graduate certificate programs as stepping stones into a master's, or vice versa. As you're doing a master's, you can get an extra credential and get that certificate program as well. So again, as a reminder, to view all of our programs, you can go to utrgv.edu/grad programs, and there you can browse through all of our programs. You can see what modality they are available, whether they're on campus, traditional. And I forgot to mention this earlier, but if you choose to do an on-campus traditional program, for those of you who are working full-time, most of the programs, the coursework is available in the evening hours. They start at 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. And so they realize that most of our graduate students are probably working full-time. So a lot of the coursework is available in the evening time. So just a reminder on that in particular. And again, if you have questions, this Facebook Live is for you. This is why we're here, to answer your questions about graduate school here at UTRGV, about any of our funding and incentives that we have available to you. We are here to help and answer your questions live. And if you missed our beginning part of the presentation, there is still time to apply for this particular fall semester, whether you're choosing an online on-campus program, or if you're choosing to do an accelerated online program. The deadline is next Wednesday. So apply for this fall if you're interested, and take advantage of our incentives. Do you have any other questions out there? If not, I think we listed a lot of important links in the comments box. We also put a lot of our contact information on there as well. Please feel free to reach out to us. There is still time for fall. And so I hope that you decide to choose UTRGV for your graduate education. We have excellent faculty, excellent programs, and resources available to our graduate students as well. Many resources available to you as a graduate student, especially those funding opportunities. And as a reminder, these funding opportunities won't last long. So take action now. And I hope that you reach out to us. Let us know if you have any additional questions. I'm so excited for hosting this Facebook Live session. And again, I hope that you can reach out to us if you are interested in one of our programs. So again, thank you for joining our Facebook Live session, and we hope to see you in graduate school soon.